Okay, we're here at Knottsberry Farm for the 10th anniversary of the Boysenberry Festival. Yeah, I can't believe it either. 10 years of celebrating the berry that started it all. So we're here to try some out. We're here to try some food. I'm going to leave that in, and see what it tastes like. See what kind of variety they've done with the boysenberry on the different foods. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into at Knottsberry Farm during the Boysenberry Festival, the 10th anniversary of the Boysenberry Festival of 2025. And what a place to start. Here is Boysenberry Lane. This is the extra opening over here by Ghost Rider. So as you can see, it's kind of packed, and usually it's not, but there's Ghost Rider right here. So usually this is one of my starting points because it's usually not as packed, but today it's packed. And here, guys, if you're ever interested in a boysenberry plant, this is where you can go to purchase one if you want. I'll have to look to see what the prices are. I'm pretty sure it's probably about $30 to get one of these, but you can buy one, plant one on your own, and grow your own boysenberries. And they do this every year, so it's kind of neat that they want to share the love with everybody and growing their own boysenberries. And there are the prices of the boysenberry plants. I was right, they're about $30. And then looks like you have the boysenberry plant and the watering can for $35. I think that's a better bargain than just the regular get the plant. So they're here, and they're also selling the loungefly bags too. Well, okay, maybe we won't start at Boysenberry Lane. I went down to the back booth, and I didn't really see anything interesting except the beef tips with the mashers. That looks good, and also the Boysenberry Tequila Smash. There's kind of a line. I think what I need to do is get my tasting card, which, by the way, the tasting card runs about $55. But if you're a season pass holder until, I think it's March 31st, you can get it for $45, but online only. So if you haven't purchased one yet, it's probably too late. It's going to run about $55. But just think of it. You get 6 tastings, and if you buy a drink, well, you can use it for drinks, alcoholic drinks, and they're usually about $20. And if you get 6 of those, do the math. It's worth the money getting the tasting card. And they'll have, some a la carte stuff too, but most of the stuff's going to be on the tasting card. Yes, they do force you to get the tasting card, but you can buy a la carte, and I'm pretty sure the prices are going to be average around $15 on up. So you are saving a lot of money getting that tasting card, especially for the drinks, guys, because Disneyland doesn't do that, but Knottsberry Farm does. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go get my tasting card, and I'm going to go ahead and decide what I want to eat and go get that. So, all right, here we go. Okay, we got our tasting card, and as you can see, there's a list of food that you can get on here. And everything that is on the card, you can get. That includes the alcoholic drinks, guys, but there it is. All right, guys, for the first item of the day, this is the Boysenberry barbecue chicken and pineapple pizza, and you can get that over here at the Prop Shop Pizza. And I used my meal plan to get this. I do not think it's on the tasting card. So I'm going to go ahead and try it and see what it tastes like. I know Crash is just waiting to try this because he loves pineapple on his pizza. Anyway, here we go. That's pretty good. You get a hint of the boysenberry with the barbecue sauce. The chicken, it's a little bit like crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. I haven't gotten the pineapple yet, but let me try with the pineapple. Not bad. I like it. The crust is good, nice and crunchy on the bottom. I think this is a solid pizza. I'm going to give it a 5 Qs out of 5. It has every element on there that they're advertising. The pizza I think was fresh. Like I was probably like off by maybe like 15 minutes, but it's done really well. Bravo, Knotts, you did it. You got something right. But yeah, I recommend this if you like pineapple on your pizza. If you don't, I'd probably pass it because, you know, it just may not be for you. But this is good. I like pineapple on my pizza. So anyway, I'd recommend this. And would I get it again? Yes, I would. All right, guys, on to the next one. Okay, so one of the other places to go after you finish a good meal from the prop shop is the Berry Factory store. Why? Because they have the art show tied up in knots. Let's go inside and take a look. Alright, this is some of the artwork. It's a little bit smaller this year, but some of this is always good. I wish they would put it in a way where you don't have a reflection, but still. Oh, there you go. That one's a nice one. So these all look really nice. Sometimes I wish I could draw. Oh, look at that. Like a Tiffany lamp style artwork. Very creative. So they got showcases this year. It's nice. Oh, there we go. Dr. Fox. What's he gonna sell you? Weird juice cures all. Alright, so the Tied in Knots art display is usually pretty good. It's a little bit smaller this year. Usually they have more, but I think the Scary Farm one, Into the Fog, is actually bigger because a lot more people are into Halloween than they are into the Boysenberry Festival or Easter. So it's good. You can buy the prints if you want, or the artwork, and they also have like little other like artwork that you can purchase at a lower price. I think it's like a lithograph that you can purchase. So they have that as well. But you know, hey, if you guys are into the artwork, this is the place to go. Support your local artists as well. And what better place to go than Cordy's Corner to look at some of the Boysenberry merchandise. All right, we've got here on the first display when we walk in, the Boysenberry Festival. And yes, it does say 10th anniversary, so I wasn't making that up. But you also have your lounge fly here. Some of the Turbis mugs here with the logo on there. The logo looks pretty good, nice and colorful. Okay, there are the hats. I might pick up this hat. I'm saying no to this one because it's just an iron-on, and you know me, I don't like that. But look, this is the Spirit jersey. I like this, except I just don't like wearing Spirit jerseys. I was thinking about it, but I changed my mind. But if you wear Spirit jerseys, this is one of the good ones. And they also have the hoodies here. These are the pullovers. But what I like is you have like the big old patch here on the back, and then the small one on the front. So these run about $50. So if you're interested, that's what they cost. And then also, this is sort of new this year, they have refillable drinkware. So you pay $8.99 and for all day you can get your refills, but it's almost like you can get something that's like personalized. And they also have Christmas ornaments, the berry stand, the boysenberry, what is that? Love Pearl? Okay. And you get your purple jammies here, shorts. You know, there might be a question about like whether this script for Knott's is like what people are looking for, but in actuality, I kind of like it in the hat. I think mainly because it's embroidered, but I think it's something that Knott's probably wants to like start changing around, like what their iconic K looks like. But you know, I would wear it, so maybe I might pick that one up as well. But I think this is a backpack. Okay. But there's your berry pie, and then of course they have the zip-up hoodie. But usually when you get the zip-up, usually there's nothing in the back. So, and then you know you have the famous K hat. I have this one actually. I probably should have wore it, but I just didn't think of it. But then you have like the little. There's a Betty Boys in here. With that. Also some slippers, if you're interested, there's slices of pie. That's cool. Got a variety of things here this year. And there's the shirt with Betty Boys in there on the shoulder. And then this is what it looks like on the back side. Not too bad. Alright, for the next meal of the day, this is called the Stack. It is boysenberry barbecue pulled pork with coleslaw over cornbread, and you can get this at the Silver Bullet booth or other places, but make sure you check your card, find out what it is. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and taste this bad boy out, see what it tastes like. Alright, let's see if we can get the whole thing with the cornbread and the coleslaw. So that's what it looks like. It's not too bad. The pulled pork's good, a little on the dry side. I can't really taste the boysenberry. I like their slaw. Not quite like KFC, but I do like the slaw. Let's try the cornbread by itself. Cornbread's okay, it's not bad. I got mixed feelings about this because I was hoping to get more of like the boysenberry taste out of it, but I think what's happening is the coleslaw kind of like interferes with it. So it's basically, it just tastes watered down. So that's basically how I can describe it. But it's okay. Let me just try another bite, the whole thing. Something that I can fit into my mouth without making a mess. I'm by Silver Bullet if you guys didn't know. Anyway, let's try it again. I mean, the pulled pork's good. You can taste the, I don't know, I think it's just not a good combination. I think the coleslaw kind of like waters everything down. It's almost like putting a salad on top of your steak. It just doesn't work. It goes good on the side, but not on top mixed with it. I'm gonna give it a 3 Qs out of 5. I mean, if you guys want to try it, try it. But maybe you might want to get the coleslaw on the side, maybe. That might help, because it kind of interferes with the flavor of the pulled pork and the boysenberry barbecue sauce. So maybe try the coleslaw on the side. Anyway, guys, yeah, 3 Qs out of 5. Sorry, Knotts. I mean, it's a good combination, but I think the coleslaw just interferes with the flavors that are just ready to be booming out there. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, guys, on to the next one. Okay, guys, for the next item that I got up for bid. This is the Boysenberry Tequila Smash. Now, when you get it, the Boysenberry punch is like on top, and then on the bottom would be something else that has the tequila mixed in it. You need to stir it up, because if you just drink from the top, you're just going to get the Boysenberry punch and you're not going to get all the flavors mixed in. Hence, this is why I got a spoon. So go ahead and mix it first and then try it out and then see if you like it, because if you just drink from the top, then you're just going to get the berry punch. That's all you're going to taste. Which, it's not bad, the Boysenberry punch is good, but let's try it all together here. Delicious. This gives a 5 Qs out of 5. It just basically, it tastes like punch. I don't really taste the tequila too much, but I think that's a good thing, because I kind of like those creeper drinks where you sit there and enjoy it, you think nothing's going to happen to you, then bam, you get slammed in the face. And next thing you know, you can barely walk. Anyway, highly recommend this one. It has a lot of the flavors. You really can't taste the tequila in there, so Janice, if you can, you need to try this drink, because I think you'll like it. Anyway, 5 Qs out of 5 for me. Yes, I would get it again. And yes, it's on your tasting card. And if you want to get it a la carte, it's $18. So you tell me, you know, 6 times 20, what is that? $180, and you're only paying $55 for the tasting card? Come on, guys. Do the math. Anyway, drink responsibly, don't overdo it, but still have fun and enjoy your drinks, all right? On to the next one. All right, for our next item, this is the barbecue beef tips. So there we go. These are the barbecue beef tips over mashers. They're supposed to have green onions on it, but I don't like green onions, so I didn't have them put on. So we're gonna go ahead and try it, see what it tastes like. There's what one of the beef tips look like. Let's give it a taste. That's pretty good. You can taste the boysenberry in the sauce. The meat is nice and tender. Well cooked. And of course, the famous Knott's Berry Farm mashed potatoes. Good as always. So let's try them together and see what we got. Alright, there we go. And those are good. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 Qs out of 5. I think the meat needs to be a little more seasoned. I mean, it's not bad, but it's still a banger, still worth the get. If you're going to buy it a la carte, it's about $12, and you can use it on your tasting card. And I got this over at the Wilderness Barn patio. All right, guys, on to the next one. All right, train. The next item here, this is the Boysenberry Hard Iced Tea. I had to drink a little bit because they gave me it all the way to the top, and I didn't want to spill it because, you know, when you're busy here at Knott's Berry Farm, you gotta find a seat. So anyway, let me try it out and see what it tastes like. Well, I know what it tastes like, but for you on camera. It's pretty good. It almost tastes like it might be like a sangria more than a tea, but I could be off on that. But it is like a sparkling seltzer type. You can taste the boysenberry, but it's not bad. It's not like the Boysenberry Tequila Smash. That one was really good. I'm going to give this a 4 Qs out of 5. This isn't bad. This is also part of your tasting card, and if you were to buy it separately, it runs about $15. Not bad. So yeah, 4 Qs out of 5. It's worth a try. All right, guys, on to the next one. All right, here we go with the wood carver. Look at that. They got the alien and the predator together. That's very cool. And then a variety of other stuff. Oh, and look, the wood carver himself is here. There he is. So Knott must have found something in their budget to bring him back. So yeah, here he is doing his thing. And look at the beautiful artwork here. And I could have swore that Godzilla was sold, but there he is. Huh, go figure. All right, finally. They have the bread pudding, and it's a different one. This is the boysenberry bread pudding with the cream cheese crema on it. And they were kind of a little light-handed with the cream cheese crema, so we're gonna see what it tastes like and then rate it. It looks like they have boysenberry into the bread pudding this time. I'm impressed. So let's see what it tastes like. There we go. It's not bad. The cream cheese really makes the bread pudding on this one. But basically Knott's makes their bread pudding out of angel food cake, and then they add a topping on it. There we go. It's pretty good. It doesn't wow me like Disneyland's bread puddings. I'm sorry, they have the best Knott's. They used to, but they have the crown now. This is still good. I'm still gonna give it a 4 Qs out of 5. Not my favorite, but I mean, it's got all the flavors there. You taste the boysenberry, the cream cheese, the angel food cake. So I can't knock them down and score on that one, but yeah, good 4 Qs out of 5 on this one. But the question is, will I get it again? No. I really do prefer Disney's California Adventure at Aunt Cost, their bread pudding. That one's phenomenal. So Knott's, good try, but yeah, I'm sorry. Once I taste something better, I can't go back. But I keep trying yours though. All right guys, on to the next one. All right, next one up for grabs, and my last item of the day. This is the Boysenberry Cosmopolitan. I got this at the Wilderness Dance Hall. I didn't get a chance to see how much it cost, but it is part of the tasting card. It could be anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. So you got to consider, you get the tasting card, it's $55. Again, do the math. You can get a lot of drinks just, you know, off the tasting card. So we're gonna go ahead and try this one and see what it tastes like. Not bad. Almost tastes like punch. This is pretty good. I'm going to give it a 4 Qs out of 5, but the Boysenberry Tequila Smash is better by a little bit. So either one, the Boysenberry Tequila Smash or the Boysenberry Cosmopolitans, they're both pretty good. You can't go wrong with that one. But if I were to choose, I would go with the Boysenberry Tequila Smash. That would be, out of the 3 drinks I had, was the best. The hard iced tea, yeah, that one's at the bottom. It just mostly tasted like sangria. But this one isn't bad. It tastes like punch, and I'm pretty sure it's a creeper as well, because you really can't taste much of the alcohol. I have a feeling there's probably vodka in here. I don't know my mixed drinks very well, but I have a feeling it's vodka. But anyway. And my last item, and solid 4 Qs out of 5. There is no next one, guys. That's it for today. All right. And over here in Camp Snoopy, you can see some of the lights on the tree that they're on. I don't know if you can see that with the camera, but this is what everything looks like here at the little like river here. I guess the new additions are the mushrooms that are out here. They didn't have that one before. Well, I guess the walls down are from here. I guess they revamped these, so that's some of the new stuff that's here. It's just the same thing, some of the games, but you know, I wasn't here when the walls were up, so I guess they got rid of the baseball one. So this is where you get to toss the ball, and I guess you have to match the colors. I think it's kind of weird in this spot right in front of Berry Tales is they used to have a giant boysenberry here, if I'm not mistaken. It's not here. I wonder if it didn't make the budget cut, as everybody likes to say. But, you know, they got a nice arrangement of flowers. It looks nice, but I'm used to seeing the big giant boysenberry. You know, leave a comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong, but I could have swore there was a boysenberry there.
Knott's Preserve.
I guess they're going to have Knott's Preserve coming on pretty soon, but that's what the stage looks like. Regrettably, I won't be here long enough to see the entire show, so... But if you do, yeah, I think it starts around 6:30 or 7 o'clock. All right, we have completed our day here at the Boysenberry Festival, the 10th anniversary of the Boysenberry Festival. So I actually cleared out a whole entire card myself, so there was like 6 entrees on there. So I had 3 drinks and 3 types of entrees on there. What do we think of the Boysenberry Festival right now? I think it's like a hit and miss. Everything went well. We're talking about like quality and consistency. That went well for Knott's Berry Farm. The only problem is there's a couple of things that just didn't really blend well, like the stack. That I think if you have the coleslaw on the side, I think it would actually go well with it and not incorporate it as part of the meal. Because basically once you hit that coleslaw, it just took all flavor out of it. So that's just my opinion. You know, my opinion, does it matter? Only to me. So, but you know, everything else was good. I didn't really have that much of a problem with it. But Knott's quality and consistency, it was here today. So I appreciate that, Knott's, that you know, everything went well. But anyway, I will be coming back to the Boysenberry Festival. Oh, and also to note that the Boysenberry Festival runs from now, which is March 28th, and it was supposed to end at April 27th, but I noticed on the website they extended it to May 18th. So that could mean that it's every day until the 27th, and then after that it's probably just the weekends only. So we'll have to read the website carefully to find out. So that about does it for me tonight. I had a good time even though I went solo. Crash Zero was supposed to be here with me, but he had other duties. So thank you guys. I appreciate you watching my videos. I love you all. Until the next time, I take you to another wicked place. Good night, guys.